everyone, it's Laura here. Let's just make sure, is this working? Sometimes I'm not sure, I think so. Alright, well, if you're new to my channel, my name is Laura and I'm an artist who loves to color and draw and paint, do all kinds of stuff. And today I thought I had some time and I wanted to continue with this series. It was actually a coin flip, and this one was the one that was picked at random for me to continue. I have a lot of whips on my channel, so I'm going to be focusing on the ones that that I've already started for these impromptu streams. So I hope that this is all working okay. Hi Katrina, welcome. Alright, it looks like it's working. Alright. Yay, YouTube. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure where we left off last time, but it's clear we've set the undertones for this moonlit scene. So what I do remember is that this is the sun in the Mayan legend who has transformed into a hummingbird. And so I want him to be this light source. So all of the light is coming from a strong directional source at the top left of the composition. So that's why we left a lot of this page white. We're going to keep working on her skin today. Aw. Hi Yvette, welcome. Hi Christina and Dorothy and Pamela. Thank you guys for coming. And thank you to Christina for modding as usual. So good to see you guys. So, oh, don't worry, Pamela, lurk away. You guys know I love my lurkers. So yeah, we put a lot of weird colors in the skin. We used purples and blues, and you guys are probably like, where is she going with this? But it's moonlight, so it's a whole different lighting scenario than what you would find in daylight. So there's a lot of undertones, if you will, as Christina likes to say. Let's see. Hi, Lulu. Welcome. And so, alright, so I'm going to get started here in just a minute. I'm just trying to sort of refamiliarize myself with what we were doing, just trying to get a sense of where I should take it next. So I think we were working in the shadows. I'm just going to zoom in so you have a little tighter view there. And I did have some pencils. We were working in the Luminance, which is nice. I rarely ever work with these on screen. Just kind of taking a look. Let's see. Hi Shannon, welcome. Hello, thanks for modding today. Hi Cassandra. That's alright, lurk away, no big deal. Hi Rain, Robin, and Dee Dee. Hello. And just a reminder, if you do have a question or a comment for me, don't forget to put it in all caps, especially as we go further on in the video and I start to color and I'm getting all caught up in what I'm doing. I might miss some things in the chat. It's nothing personal. I'm just not that great at... When I color, I tend to zone out a little bit. So, yeah, I don't want anybody to take it personal. I have little Miss Abby here in my arms, so I am one-handed at the moment. Hi Joanna, welcome. Oh, I'm so sorry you're at the hospital. I hope that everything's okay. Hi Sammy, thanks for modding, sweetheart. Who else is here? I'm just reading the chat. We've got lots of hearts and smileys all over. Thanks guys for coming. Yeah. Oh, thanks Patty. Thanks for coming. Okay, so I think we were working in the shadows and it looks as though we got kind of far on that actually. Yeah, so why don't I actually start working on the midtones, and I'm just trying to decide what I want to pick as far as colors go. Let me grab my sharpener too. Abby cat. I have little Miss Abby here. She says, hello everybody. And it looks like it's snowing outside. Isn't that fun? Guess winter wasn't done with us yet. Oh my. Okay. It's funny because I think later on this week we're supposed to get like 60-degree weather, so there's March for you. Alright, yeah, I think I'm going to start out with this guy here. Let's see if I can focus this with one hand. So we are using, oh, abs, no, don't go on the desk. Sorry. Okay. We are using, oh, this won't focus one bit, will it? It's 862 burnt sienna 10%. There we go. Sorry, it's really hard to read. It's just the barrel color and the printing is silver. I don't know why they did that. Okay. Hi Connie, welcome. Oh Connie, I love what you've done so far. It's so exciting. Okay, so I'm just going to start with this color and see where it takes us. So I'm working over here in the shadows near her cheekbones. Let's see, is it in focus? I think so. Yeah, I think we're good there. Let's move the book over a little bit so you get a better view. Alright, I think we're ready. Yeah, I haven't checked my Facebook in a while either. Sammy. So how's everybody's Friday going? I have had a crazy week. Like, crazy. Work and then just so many things going on. Oh my goodness. So I'm so thankful. Now, yesterday and today I was working on a commission and I'm almost done and I'm so excited about it. I just can't even, oh my gosh. And so that's been going on. But yeah, just been a busy week. Some really exciting things happening and then some not so happy things, and it's just been a wild ride this week. What are you gonna do? That's life, right? A little dust. There's something dropped there. There we go. I'm just reading the chat. Let's see. Glad I came out from under the desk, yeah. Yeah, only just barely. So does anybody have any good plans this weekend? Anything exciting? My plans might be changing. Oh, Dee Dee, this is Luminance 862 burnt sienna 10%. So what I'm doing here is I'm working in, this is a much more flesh tone color. I'm working over all those purples and blues that we put down initially, and I'm going to start taking it into the warmer colors. Closer, see this right here is going to be close to that light source with that sun. So her skin tones will be a lot less blues and purples than in the shadows. So what's fun is I love working with weird color schemes and odd lighting scenarios because it really does challenge me and pushes me outside of my comfort zone. And I've only done this type of coloring very, very few times, so I thought it'd be fun to show you guys sort of my process and how I think about it. That way you guys can learn along with me, as I'm always learning. I'm no expert. Alright, let's see. You brought out your Lumies today. Alright. Hi Kirsty, welcome. Thanks for coming. And who else popped in? Hi Adri. Hello. Who else is here? I think I got everybody. Yeah, if you have a question for me or if you want to tell me about your weekend or whatever, just put it in all caps. Because I'm already starting to get sucked in. I don't know, like some streamers, like Sammy is really good at this, where she just is so good at engaging with the chat and somehow focusing on coloring at the same time. I don't know how she does it. She's magical, but I am not. Need a little help. That's okay though. We all do what we can. We do our best, right? So just please forgive me if I missed something. Hi Zelie, welcome. Okay. So what I'm doing here is just around the shadow areas that we established last time, I am putting in some warmer tones with this burnt sienna color. Now burnt sienna, as far as the neutrals go, is actually a very cool neutral, but because we're putting it up against these warm purpley colors, now purple is a cool color in the color spectrum, but this is a warm purple. So because we're putting these two next to each other, this burnt sienna feels very, very warm and fleshy colored. So color is magical. It's all about context and about what colors are going up next to each other. And so you can make a cool color look warm and a warm color look cool if you put them next to each other in the right way, which is crazy. So color is all about context. So here I am just working towards the light, if you will. We're going towards the light. And I will be working more in the shadows as well, but let's just figure out how this is going to work together. And then we'll go from there. Oh, I try, Sammy. We can only try our best, right? Oh. Hey, Kenny, welcome. Sorry I missed you coming in. And hi, Heather. Hello. Oh, enjoy. Thanks for coming and lurking with us. I'm just looking and making sure I didn't miss anybody else. There's Lulu. I think I said hi. Okay. Yeah, we try. We do our best, right? Okay, so I'm just doing light layers and layering over and over again. And Connie and Sammy are the same way. We're layerers. Oh man, don't ask me to say that again. We like to layer. So yeah. And I'm holding my pencil far back on the barrel. That also allows an easier, lighter touch. You get a little less precision, but for this big cheek area, you don't really need to be super precise. So I find that holding it further back is really great. Okay, so layering this color over that purple, oh, it's starting to look really nice. I don't know if you guys can see it that well, but I can definitely tell. It's starting to bring her more into a fleshy, peachy color. And all the time I'm imagining where the light is coming from and how it might interact with her skin. So I'm trying to like picture it before I do it. That way, when I put it down, it's not as scary, because I kind of already have an idea in my head of how it'll come together. It doesn't always come together the way I think it will, but I try. I do try. Okay, so I do want to work. I'm going to skip the very center of that highlight for now. We will probably come back to it. But we do want her to be a really pale skin color because she's the moon in the legend. So I figure we'll leave it go for now and come back to it and see how it all comes together. So just kind of working on the forehead. Louise, hi, welcome. Oh, that's okay. Lurk away. I hope you have a great evening. It must be, I guess you're in the UK or in Europe somewhere, because it is the afternoon for me, so it must be, wait, I'm terrible at time zones. Is it the UK? I don't even know anymore. Yeah, I think so. Don't mind me. Okay, so I'm stopping where this like bluish glow is that we put down before. That's really on the far side of her face, and I really want that to feel like moonlit, or like she's glowing a little bit. I just want that to feel really cold and blue. So I'm going to not layer any of this burnt sienna over that and try and keep that pure blue. So I'm kind of stopping at that line there. And what I might do to blend the two together and make it so it's not such a harsh divide is I might blend some more of that purple into both sides later. We'll see. We'll see how it all comes together. I'm also avoiding her eyebrows at the moment. I think we decided on white hair, if I recall. So I will put some color in. Yeah, the UK, right. Oh yes, it's late there, Sammy. Alright. Hello Dorothy, welcome. Hello, hello. What link? Shannon? I didn't see a link. I don't know. Raggy. Maybe try it again? Was it too long? I don't know. I didn't see a link. Going back over here for a minute. Now I'm going to start working in this area in between her cheekbone and her mouth. Now this can be a little bit tricky sometimes, so I'm really lightening up my touch. Basically I'm just gliding the pencil across the page and not bearing down at all on the pencil. We're just letting the pencil kind of do all the work for us. Doing little circular movements right around here. But you can see, because I have such a light touch, using back and forth movements is not a big deal, because really, I mean, I'm just like laying another really light layer of pigment down on the paper. So you can't even see my start-stop points. And also that helps to use the flat side of the pencil. And you see I rotate it. Rotating it helps it to retain a point without having to sharpen it a lot. Oh, of course, Patty, go ahead. Please do ask. Oh, now it works. Good, Shannon. Oh, Oh, man. Hi, Susan. Welcome. I'm just waiting for the question. Um... Oh no, Shannon. Attitude linkage. Oh man, there we go. I'm just waiting for the question from Patty. Patty, go ahead and just ask. Would it be okay if I made a copy? Yeah. Patty, it's totally fine if you have my book and you want to make copies for personal use and you're not giving it out to people or, selling it or anything like that. If you're just doing it for practice, I'm totally okay with that. It's just when it comes to people like scanning the book and giving it to their friends, that kind of thing, that's distribution and copyright infringement. But yeah, if you're just practicing, I'm totally okay. And I think a lot of artists feel that way, but I cannot speak for everybody. And so I would just ask individual artists if you're not sure. But yeah, yep, I totally get it. I make copies myself of some of my books when I want to use different type of paper. So that's another reason why you might do that. That's okay too. Like say you want to use tone tan paper, you can scan it in and print it out on toned paper. That's fine. Alright, so let's put some of this burnt sienna over. Just sort of fussing a little bit here around the nose. Oh, alright, let's see. Adri, I haven't heard anybody ordering my book and it not arriving. And if they didn't get it, they should have messaged me and I would have refunded them. So if there's any issue with receiving my book, if I can see that the tracking never showed it delivered, then I can claim through the postal service, on the insurance and refund the person their money back. So, if, and as far as I know, all of the packages that have been shipped through me did get their book. So I don't really know what you're talking about, but your friend should just give me a message and let me know what's going on. Yep. Yeah, I track all of my orders. Oh, the Czech Republic. Yeah, there was a lady from the Czech Republic who didn't get their book for like a couple of months, but they did eventually get it. I can't control how fast the postal delivery service is, but she ended up getting it. Unless it's somebody else that you're talking about that I'm not aware of. But yeah, she did end up receiving her book, so yep. But I do insure every delivery, so I put insurance on the package and I put a tracking number on the package. And that way if there's any kind of issue, I can just claim on the insurance, give you guys a refund if there's something wrong. But yeah, as far as I know, every single package has been delivered, and I do keep an eye on that. I do look, because in my shipping app, I can see the tracking. So I can see, I check it every once in a while, like at least once a day, and just see where everybody's book is, or I do really take care of my customers. And there's been times when it's been really delayed and I end up calling the post office and saying, hey, where is this? Why is it delayed? And then they take a look for me and let me know. So, yep, I think I went a little too dark there. So I'm going to grab really quick, my Tombow Mono Eraser, and I'm just going to lighten up. Just a little bit too many layers, I think. Easy to fix though, because I use light layers. Yeah. Yeah, she did get it. Yeah. Yeah, she did get it. Yep, it's just that it did take a while, but like again, I mean, I can't control the time that it takes. Like I'm not like standing behind the post office worker going, hurry up, you know? I mean, I can't control the postal delivery service, but as far as I know, every book has been delivered, so. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know if we're talking about the same person or not either, but if your friend has an issue, she can feel free to message me. I am always available. Okay, so just layering. And you guys can see I kind of jump around. I just sort of go where my eye catches me at that moment. Yeah, Christina, I mean, that's unfortunately, you know, the mail service is what it is. If you're ordering a book from an international seller that's not in your own home country, then, I mean, you know, things just take a while. I've had books ordered from, like, Indonesia take, like, I don't know, a couple of months to get here. But, you know, we have to be patient. I mean, if you think about it, it's a very huge wonder that we can take something from one part of the world and have it go all the way across the other side of the world and somehow arrive, you know, in one piece most of the time. So, you know, I try and be really, really patient when it comes to ordering things. I mean, no book that I order is like desperate. You know, I don't, it's not like an emergency. You know, I'm not ordering a book and being like, I have to color in that right now, you know. So I try and be really patient about things that I order. I think a lot of the times we expect things to come like, you know, we're kind of spoiled by services like Amazon with the free 2-day shipping or whatever. But really, I mean, especially when you're ordering from sellers who are small businesses overseas and they don't have like the crazy delivery service that Amazon warehouses do, then yeah, we just have to be patient. But I do find that my books tend to go pretty quickly though. In the US, they tend to take only about 2 or 3 days max, sometimes a little longer, but so in the US, like locally, it's really great actually. uh, oh, thanks guys. I'm glad you like it so far. Thank you, Katrina. Um, yeah, Shannon got a crazy CD. Yeah. But, and you know, we have to be kind to our postal delivery guys. It's not an easy job to be out there all day, every day, in the rain, the snow, all these things. I mean, I'm so grateful for all those mailmen out there who are willing to brave like crazy drivers on the road, and you know, who else knows what they deal with every day. I can only imagine. So I'm really, really grateful to them too for all of their hard work too. I mean, there's some, you know, like anything else, there's some bad ones out there who smash your packages or are disrespectful and like leave it on their truck for days or whatever. But in general, I think for the most part, they all do a really nice job. So yeah, I'm just super grateful. Yeah, Adri, that might also be because you have a customs fee. I know a lot of the times my international packages, that's not something I can prepay. So sometimes the customs charges you have to pay at the post office before they'll release the package. So that could be the case. I'm not sure though. I'm not as familiar with Czech delivery service laws or whatever it is, so the rules. But yeah, there's a lot of different things happening when you order an international package. Like I know I have to fill out a customs declaration of exactly what's in the package, and if I get that one little least bit wrong, then they tend to open the package, so I'm very, very careful about that. And the other thing that happens is I have to pay a special tax for like European countries, and that I can prepay, and I do. So you guys never see that. And then there's the customs fees. There's a VAT fee, a VAT charge that you guys I think pay for before you can actually check out. So like there's a lot of stuff happening with international trade laws. It's a very complicated thing. Kind of a headache. but the thing is I refuse not, like some people will not sell internationally, but I refuse to do that because I don't really think that, you know, as long as customers are willing to deal with the longer shipping times and the extra fees and all that, which, like I said, I mean, I don't set those laws, so I can't control that, but if they're willing to do that, then, you know, I have no problem shipping a book anywhere. So, and I've had some trouble with books shipped to like South Africa where I had to do an insurance claim on one of the books because it got like mail thefted or whatever, but I was able to file the claim, and then I sent her another book through a different delivery service to ensure that she got it. So I'm definitely willing to work with people if they don't get good mail service. Yeah. Oh, wow. Patty. Yeah, my postal lady, or it's a lady and a man actually. They work, I think, in shifts. They're awesome too. Come here, cutie. What are you doing? Come here. No? Okay, sorry. Abby's squawking at me. I think she wants to play, but she'll wait. She has plenty of toys there for her if she feels like playing. Oh, thanks, guys. She's a friend bringing arty stuff, yeah. Oh, yeah, Christina. You're getting something today, I think, right? Oh, I love it. Yeah, and the mailman dude who comes, like, he is super nice. I always see him, like, in his mail truck if I'm, you know, taking my little neighborhood walk in the afternoon. I'll go and I see him, you know, driving around. And I always wave to him, and he always waves back, and he's so nice. So let me move the book a little. So I definitely want to put the same color in the neck as I do in the face. kitty. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. She's fine. She knocked over a bookshelf. Come here, you. Ugh. Granny is fine. She's just okay. You want to get on the desk now. She's fine. I'm just gonna leave the bookshelf down for now. Oh, curious kitty. All right, calm down, cutes. She's just in that kind of mood, I guess. All right, sorry guys. Hold on, let me rearrange myself here. Everything's fine. So my mom gave me a hand-me-down bookshelf. She didn't want a bookshelf anymore, and I have so many sketchbooks, so I needed a shelving unit to put them on, and my mom gave me one, and it's a small little bookshelf. It's not a big one, and it's just sitting. Yeah, you really liked that, huh? She's poking in it again. I'm just gonna leave it on the floor. It's not a large one, and Abby just climbed in it and knocked it over, basically. But she was on top of it when it fell over, so she's fine. What? Come here. You little munchkin. But it's a new thing. You know how cats are. They have to investigate everything. Yeah, she's fine. Oh, no. Come here, you. She's just rambunctious. I don't know what's gotten into her today. She's fine though. Hi, Mona. It's a live show. I can't control what she does. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to put my sketchbooks in that bookshelf and put it against the wall. It was sitting in the middle of my studio because I had just gotten it last night. I didn't have time to put it up or anything. I saw my mom because my mom needed help, moving some stuff around, and my mom's been organizing her house lately, and she's like, Laura, do you want this bookshelf? I was like, sure, I can take a bookshelf. I know, you really like it. Hold on, guys. Okay, here. Let me move it so you can get in there. Go ahead, investigate. I've laid it down on the floor so she can get in there. Yep, you want to get in there? Go ahead. Safe now. Go for it. She's a little shy about it. She's just walking around it and rubbing her face. Before it fell so that she couldn't get into it, but now she can. Abby likes to get into everything. So sorry guys. Yeah, she's on fire. You're right. Well, you should have seen her earlier. After I gave her I give her like a lunch snack kind of thing. It's basically part of her dinner, but just feed her in smaller meals lately so her tummy is less upset with like a bigger meal. So when I gave her lunch snack, she was like wild, like running all over the house. It's like she got this burst of energy she didn't know what to do with. It was so cute, guys. I was like, all right, go ahead, run around. She kept squawking at me then too. Cats are so funny. But yeah, I'm glad she's feeling okay. I think the new medicine I'm giving her is helping a lot. I give her like an anti-nausea medicine. I think that's really helping her feel better. Let's see. so cute. So I turn around and look at her, and she is sitting inside of the bookshelf. Yeah, you're cutie. She's all proud of herself. Like sitting right in the middle of it. This is mine now. So funny. What a cutie. Thank you, Mona. Oh yeah, yeah. Dee Dee, Abby only gets wet food, so. But sometimes, I mean, she's an old cat. She's 18. Sometimes she just eats it and then, you know, does her normal thing. But sometimes, I don't know, she just gets this burst of energy and she just zooms around the house. So cute. So I've still just been using this one color. I really like the way it's meshing with that purple we put down though, so I'm not really worried about switching it. Let's fill in this at least a little bit with color. So the neck is going to get less light than the face because it's further away. So I'm going to fill that in. There we go. That's a little better. And this down here, it's going to be blocked by her hair. I'm just trying to think. So that might actually be quite dark. I might actually make that more blue. Alright, so we'll leave that for now. Of course she had to knock it over on camera. Sorry guys if it was startling. Okay. Oh goodness. Hey Kathy, welcome. Hi Kelly. Thanks for coming guys. Yeah, that is pretty funny. A great name for a cat. Alright. Alright. So we're just getting through. Let's see here. I just want to kind of make sure I'm done with this color before we move on. So I'm just going to poke around and kind of fuss. Be a little fussy with it. I think we could use some more of this color on the forehead, so let's go ahead and do that. Hey Connie, welcome back. Hello, hello. Oh goodness. Alright, so we've got quite a lot of layers down, but I think we're going to do some more. So what I want to do now, let's see. I'm just looking. I do want to add some more shadows down here, but I think I want to use more of the purples. Okay, so what I know I want to do, I want to use some of this blue again, so I'm going to jump color. So let's see if I can do this. 662, this is genuine cobalt blue. I don't know if it's coming up, but that's what we have here. There we go, I think that's pretty good. Alright, autofocus is working! Whew. And I'm going to sharpen this. So what I'm going to do now is we have a little line of blue on the far side of her face where the light is not, you know, this hummingbird is not anywhere going to be putting some color on that, you know, some bright color. So I'm just going to work in the edges of where the blue and that warmer purpley sienna color mix is kind of meeting together. I just want to kind of try and mesh the two a little bit without going too crazy in either direction. So since it's in the darkness, it would be darker than the light side of the face. So that's what I'm doing. I'm adding another layer, deepening it up. Let's put a little right here on the edge of her eye. Alright, oh, gotta move that up, sorry. Let's see. Oh, Dee Dee, yeah, they are really soft, so it is very easy to go hard with them. So yeah, I would just say practice. I love doing swatch sheets to kind of get a feel for the pencils before I even touch a coloring page. But yeah, the Lumies do seem to really like this paper, so that's really good. You can do a lot of layers. Okay, so right on the edge of the nose gets a little bit of that blue. Let's see. Oh, take care, Adri. Excuse me. And hi, Miki, or Mikey. I'm sorry if I say it wrong. Miki, is it? It's a cool name. Yeah, I hold my pencils far back too. That's really great advice for lightening your touch. You can see I do that too. So let's add this as well, right along this, like this chin, cheeky area. And I know that it might be scary to add blue in the skin, so you can always skip this if you want and just add more of the darker skin tone colors that we were using in other spots. That's totally okay too. I'm just a fan of the weird skin colors, I don't know. Figure she's a goddess, right? So we can do whatever skin color we want, actually. You can make her all blue if you feel like it. And that's what's great, is there's no right or wrong way to color anything. So, just have fun. Okay, so I do like how that's coming together. Let's put a little bit in this purpley area, just to kind of cool off right there where the shadows would go. And I'm also going to put some right here under her ear. Because again, like, it's so far from the light source and there's so many other things blocking it here at this point that I think it can have this blue glow. And I'm going to do, so right here is where I'm going to cut off that blue layer. So kind of from here to this part of the frame. going to put a little bit of blue, and I'm lightening. I have a light touch at first, and I'm going to layer more on this shoulder bit. Let's see. Hi, Leah. Welcome. I'm just trying to see if I missed anything. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. Yeah, no worries. Nobody's late. You can always watch things back too, so it's going to be there for you. So yeah, I'm excited. This Saturday in the evening, I'm going to visit a dear old friend of mine. I was friends with her in college, and she's teaching a painting class for a charity. So basically, the proceeds go towards a charity. And I'm not really taking the class necessarily to learn how to paint what she's doing. It's just going to be really fun, like social thing, and supporting the charity and just hanging out and painting with people. So that's going to be fun. It's like a paint and sip, but I'm not going to drink because I have to drive quite a long way to get there. So, and I'm not good at driving drunk. I don't think anybody is, so I'm not going to do it. And then on Sunday I have to work, so that's no good. But Monday I'm going to take off in the morning because my mom and I are going to the Philadelphia Flower Show, and that's something that we do every year. We go and we walk around and look at all the flowers. My mom is really into, my mom actually took like horticulture classes, and she's really into gardening, and she has like a bazillion houseplants. It's like a jungle in her apartment. It's so cool. So we're gonna go and check that out. So that's what my plans are. It's gonna be really nice. We're gonna take the train down into the city so I don't have to drive, and just kick back and enjoy and hang out. And then I have to work in the afternoon, but that's why I'm working on Sunday, to kind of make up for taking a little time off. Christina, yeah, I really like luminance in my book. I've done it in a couple other spots. The whatchamacallit, where is she? This one I used some luminance as well, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm zoomed in. Sorry, here, I'll zoom out. So this one, I used Pan Pastel for the base, and then I used luminance for a lot of it. And then that one was Prisma, and that one was Poly. I haven't really felt like there's any. This one was, I believe, Black Widow. We did that one together on camera. I think that was it for the ones I did in the book. Sorry, I'm bumping the camera. Oh yeah, it was just a quick doodle. Yeah. I really haven't, like the paper, this one was all kinds of media. I used Copic markers, Prismas, Polys, Tombow markers. I can't even remember all the stuff I used. I mean, you can tell the page across from it is getting like really dusty and dirty because I just put so much pigment on that page. But yeah, I haven't met a color and pencil that doesn't like this paper, and you can actually do Pan Pastel on it too. The only thing that I think doesn't work super great is heavy washes of watercolor. You can do light washes, and I did, like, this is acrylic paint, so you can do like acrylic paint that isn't watered down. But heavy washes of watercolor do buckle the paper, and it's 100% recycled drawing paper. It's not meant for, it's a heavyweight paper, but it's not meant for heavy water. And so that's the only thing. I've seen people use Inktense in it, and what was the other thing? Oh, the Neo colors. I've seen people use Neo colors on it too, and I was like, alright. So, yeah, I think you can use like light water, but not, you can't go like crazy heavy water on it. But that's, what I would do, Christina, is just test in the back. You know, just test on this page and see what you think. So that way you don't, you know, worry about it. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I don't know about that, but thank you, Kenny. It's great spending time with you too, Kathy. I'm sorry I'm missing so much of the chat. But yeah. If you have a question for me, just put it in all caps. I miss so much. I'm really sorry. It's nothing personal. Okay, so we are going to, I think, jump away from the, I like the blue. I like how the blue is sort of interacting. Maybe I'll put a little right here. And right in this shadowy spot. Yeah, I like that. But I don't want it to be too much. I can always add some more later. Abby is now out of the bookcase, in case anybody wondered, and now using her scratching post. What did I miss? I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm... What are you butting in about, Kenny? You're not butting in. What did I miss, though? I'm trying to scroll and see it. I don't know. Hi. Are you saying hi? Hold on. Come here. Hey, you want to be picked up? There you go. Did you have a wild ride today? With the book jump? Yeah? Do you like it? Is it good? Is it Abby approved? Okay. Sorry, guys. Abby is always so sweet. Okay. So, got her here in my arms now, Snuggle Bunny. Just trying to see if there's anywhere else that I missed. Just looking through. Yeah, so maybe a little bit right here. Okay, and now what's bothering me is the eyes and the lips aren't done. We've got a lot of the face brought up to a fairly decent place. There's still some more layers I want to put down on it, but the eyes and the mouth are kind of bothering me. Oh, no, Kathy. Abby dominated that bookcase. That's what happened there. She knocked it over just so that she could climb in it. That's my cat for you. Luckily, when I put books in there, I'll make sure to anchor it to the wall and put heavy books in the bottom so she won't be able to knock it over. I should have known better. I should have just laid it down. I should have known better, huh? Of course she knocked it over on camera. Okay. Anyway. Oh. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not, you know, I'm not worried about giving away information. I think that's awesome that we share like what we know. And let's see, I'm just looking here and trying to decide what I'm going to do for the eyes. I think I want to do blue eyes, like a silvery blue. Well, let's start with the whites of the eyes. The whites of the eyes always bother me if they stay white. So let me sharpen this guy. Sarah, Abby is about about 7 pounds. Oh, don't be mad at me for telling your weight, Abs. She gave me a look like like she understood English there for a second. That was really funny. But I have her kind of, so what I do is like, I don't know if you guys can see, but I kind of just have her like resting in my arm, and I'll actually rest that elbow on the desk. So I'm not like carrying her necessarily, but I am holding her, right? Yeah, come here. You're not going on the desk, silly. Okay, let's see if this will focus. So we're using 504 Payne's Gray 30%. Yeah, you're so cutie. Okay, so let's start at the lash line. Everybody wants to know about you, Abs. You're the superstar here. And I'm just working in small little circles. Now right along this edge here. So the eyelashes will cast a shadow, and then there will be a shadow from the eyeball being a round object and the light coming from this direction. Okay, will you settle down? I know that you're rambunctious, but I don't know what you want. Sorry guys, we got a fidgety kitty. I think she wants to go on the desk, but I'm gonna try and prevent that today. So there'll be a little bit of brightness right here, but otherwise I'm going to layer in this. It's like a bluey gray. It's a really pretty color for eyes. Oh no, she doesn't lash out at me. She is so snuggly. Right now she's just, I think she's squirmy because she has arthritis and she's maybe just not comfortable. Let's let her see. Yeah, she just went down. No, she's a really snuggly, sweet kitty. The only time Abby lashes out at me is when I'm giving her like a pill, when I have to give her medicine. That's the time when she's really not happy with me, but other than that, she loves to be held, so. Okay, so there's that layer. Let's jump to a slightly darker. Let's see here. Let's see here. So we'll focus this one. So we've got Payne's Gray 60%, and that's 507. Sorry about the kitty hairs. 507. And I'm going to sharpen this one too, just because it is dull. And let's use this again right here along the lash line. Oh, Abby. She's so cute. She's sitting right at my feet. So right under that lash line, it's going to be fairly dark. The lashes cast a shadow. And this is the dark side of the eye now. The dark side of the face, rather. So the eye, the whites of the eye will not be very white at all. Let's see. Hi, Lozzie. Welcome. Hello, hello. Oh, that's okay, Lozzie. I've been not getting notifications either. I don't know why. YouTube is awesome. Anyway, let me take a sip of water and let me decide what we're doing here for the eyes. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do for the eyes, I want to do like a silvery blue. And what I'm thinking here is sort of like maybe like a moonstone type look or something like that. Yes, there are kitty hairs. I'm sure there are kitty hairs everywhere. She did come on screen for a little bit earlier, Sarah. But, yeah. I try to keep her off the desk. Oh, Shannon, she came to me when she was 6 years old, so I've had her for 12 years now. So, yeah, we've been real good buddies for a long time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, let's see. Let's do like, so I'm actually using, well, no, hold on, let me look. This color looks good. Gray blue. Yeah, Abby and I have been really close. And what's funny about Abby is when she came to me, she was severely medically challenged. Abby had all kinds of issues medically. I've probably talked about this a bunch already, but through the course of like, I think it was 4 years, we slowly fixed everything that was wrong with her. Mark and I went to like several different vets with her, and he would come for moral support because he loves Abby too. Yeah, we figured out what was wrong with her. So I'm switching to 755. This is gray blue. Yeah, we figured out what was wrong with her and got her on a good medicine regimen, and then she's been a lot better ever since. So like when we first got her, Abby had her ears were flat to her head. They called it helmet head, and she shook her head every couple of minutes. She had tumors in her ears. She just was a real mess, and that was all due to allergies. She has very severe allergies of all different types. So let me zoom in a little bit more just so you guys can see more detail here. There we go. Let's move the book a little bit. But now she's been on Zyrtec for a long time. So yeah, it's just been, unfortunately, just a real challenge with her, but I wouldn't trade her for the world. I don't care how much trouble she gets into, or how many different vet visits we gotta do. She's worth everything. So, alright, so we have, this is, I really like this gray blue color. I think it's going to be quite nice. Oh, thank you, Shara. Oh, thanks, Lozzie. It's not quite done yet, though. Yeah, she was about 6. We don't know her actual age because Shannon, the owners before Abby had her, like before I had her, picked her up off the street. She was a stray cat. So Abby's actually had quite a life. First she was a stray, then she was owned by a little old lady who couldn't take really awesome care of her. It's not that she was a mean lady, she just, you know, she didn't drive, so she couldn't get her to the vet very much, and she just couldn't take as good a care of her as she wanted to, and so she ended up giving her to me because I was helping her with Abby, and I helped the lady with like her groceries and stuff like that. It was a neighbor when I lived in an apartment complex, and then you know, the lady did pass away. She used to come and visit Abby, but she ended up passing away. And so Abby's been with me here ever since, and Mark loves Abby so much. She's really daddy's girl. Like, you think that she's snuggly with me, but when Mark comes over, I'm like, I'm chopped liver. She doesn't even look at me. So it's so funny. But Mark is so snuggly. Like, he's a very snuggly guy, and they just, I don't know. He's so cute. But alright, so really quick, I'm going to switch color. I want to address this little corner of the eye which is bothering me. That's usually a pink color, but because she's in Moonlight, I'm going to grab, if it will focus, 866 Burnt Sienna 50%. And the reason why I'm not grabbing a pink is because even though it's in the sunlight, this is in the shadow of that eye socket. So I think it will be a darker color. So I'm just going to go for it. It's just been bothering me that it's bright white like that. Alright, cool. And the other one we don't see, so that's fine. I really like this color, so I'm also going to just throw some of this in the lips really quick in the shadows. So I'm going to start here at the bottom corner of the mouth and just flick up. And I'm using a somewhat curved line. We also need to do the whites of the teeth, because the whites of the teeth are not going to actually be white either. So we'll do that too. But let's get this. We'll do the little corner of the mouth there. I just put a little color over the black. Yeah, I really like this color for the shadows of the lips. So let's do that. Now this little edge here where it'll be in the moonlight, I'm going to leave that for now. We'll come back to that. But let's put some on the bottom lip too, just to kind of bring it all together. So I'm using a curved sort of half moon shape. Get it? Half moon. To kind of give her more volume. Just along that edge there, right where the blue ends. And now I'm gonna leave some of this white for now. We'll come back to it with other colors. But I like to use, if I put something in the, like in the eyes, for example, I like to try and use that other places as well. So this is a nice color for this. Kind of remember that corner of the mouth there will be dark. Okay, so that's a really great start for the shadows of the lips, but now the teeth are standing out to me. So you guys see, I just jump around all the time, like whenever anything stands out to me, I'm like, oh, gotta fix that. So with that in mind, I'm going to jump back to our, if it will focus. Oh, it's because I'm zoomed in really tight. Let's see if I can get this going here. Hello, buddy. There we go. 507 Payne's Gray, 60%. That one just needed a little encouragement. And back off of autofocus. Oh, thank you, Katrina. Well, I don't know about a priceless pearl yet, but we'll get going on it. She is coming together though. Okay, so I just want to put some of this gray in her teeth. Now, you would think that, you know, our teeth are white, but because it's in the shadow, I mean, this is, you know, the light is coming from all the way up here and coming down, so by the time it gets to her teeth, there's not much light left. So I'm going to put the shadows of the lips and then just gently layer some of this over all of the teeth. And there's still some like lightness and darkness in there, but it's definitely more on the darker side. And I feel like there's still a little too light actually. There we go. Alright, cool. And then since we're doing the mouth, let's see, what other color? Let me grab, so far I've just been using the colors that I picked. Let's see here. Grab, yeah, I think, maybe 872 will be good. Turn it aside, what color? I'm going to sharpen this guy, I think. Oh wow, Lozzie, alright. Let's see here. Autofocus back on. Let's use maybe. Oh, let's zoom out. Alright. Zoom out, autofocus. Okay. Come on, bud. 872 burnt ochre 10%. And this color, so I normally use this color very often for skin tone. It's got a nice, like, rich, kind of peachy color. I wouldn't actually use this in the skin tone in this situation because it is such a cool lighting situation. Cool meaning like cool toned. But for the lips, because lips are generally pinker, I'm going to see, let's just give this a go. Let's see if this color will be a nice mid-tone color. Everything works in context though, so I might need to put a little pink in there, but we'll just see. We'll see what happens. This is all guesswork. Yeah, it looks okay. It's not exactly what I was going for, but I think I can layer to make the color I'm looking for. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to throw a little bit of this on here. But that's not quite right. That's okay, trial and error. We'll figure it out. Let me think. Maybe. No, that's not quite right either. Let me look at my other. I've got a couple roll-ups here. Let me just take a look. See what other pinks I'm looking at. Yeah, so let's see. Let's try. Where is my? There we go. Color palette. Yeah, see, they don't have a whole lot of pinks, so what I might have to do is mix the color after, which is totally fine. I'll zoom out. Sorry, guys, you're just seeing part of that. I'm looking at my color chart here, and I think I'm going to mix the color I can never say, and I think this one here. Yeah, maybe so. Okay, let's try this. So I'm going to layer in, we'll see what color we come up with. 599 Crimson Aubergine, and let's zoom back in. So this will be a little bit tricky. Hopefully I do it okay. I don't know what happened. I just see a whole lot of giggles. What happened? Something funny happened. I found it. You guys are awesome. Voice to text sounds like a whole nother can of beans. It's even scarier than autocorrect. Okay. So I'm just using this crimson aubergine, and I'm just going to layer a light layer over it. The lips here, I don't want them to be super dark, but I can't quite find the color I'm after, so we're gonna mix it. And I heard that the Luminance are coming out with new pencils soon. That should be awesome. Okay, yeah, this is already bringing it into a closer color. That was great, Katrina. You guys are hilarious. Okay, so let's put this color in on the bottom here too. Shannon. Yeah, I saw that, Lozzie. That was awesome. What a great speech to text fumble there. You guys crack me up. I'm so glad that I'm here with you today. It's such a fun time. We always have a good time together. More fumbles. Excellent. Yeah, Christina, I think I'm gonna buy them here and there, just one at a time until I've gotten all the colors. Because I wish they would do a new set, like a set of just the new colors, so that we could just add to what we have. But unfortunately, I don't think that's the case. Okay, so that went a little too dark, so let me just grab my mono eraser real quick. And the good news about layering and being real gentle is that it's easy to lift up, so that's a little bit better. Let's see if I can really quick. There we go. That was just a little too dark for my taste. Okay, so now that we did that, excuse my arm, let's grab the color that I cannot say. So you guys are gonna laugh at me when I try and say this, but I'm grabbing 571 anthraquinoid anthraquinoid pink. That's that pink. 571. That's what I'm saying it is. I don't know how to say it. I'm really sorry. But I need to use it, so that's what we're using. I'm just gonna layer this over the bottom lip area here. Oh, that's great, Lozzie. We love you too. Yeah, Anth's pink. That one. Hi, Emily. Welcome. I didn't see you come in. I'm sorry. It's good to see you. Yeah, you guys can laugh all you want. I don't know how to say it. That's the pink that we're using though, so. I avoid using it on camera as much as I can because I don't want to bumble it, but Oh, oh, you are awesome, Stevie. Connie, you know, I think I do worse, so you're good. All right, and then I'm going to also layer this on the top here. But I realized I shouldn't be avoiding a color just because I don't know how to say it. That's silly. You guys can just giggle at me. Yeah, it's got a number. Exactly. Oh man. Oh man, that's so funny. Okay, so I do think it needed that, so I'm glad we put it in, even if I don't know how to say it. But I'm going to jump now to another color and kind of deepen up the darks again. So we have here. Ooh, if it will focus. Oh wait, I need to zoom out. That's right. I'm zooming out. 069 burnt sienna. So this is just the burnt sienna with no percentage on it. It is the true darkest form of that color. So let's sharpen this guy. So what I'm going to do is, before we added some darks, they've kind of gotten a little lost, so I'm just going to add those back in some spots. So this is really sharp. Probably going to break that point, and I apologize if I do. But we're going to just go in on the bottom lip here, just at the very bottom of it. Like so. And also, right at this point where the top lip kind of has that peak, I just want to bring in some darkness there. On that dark side of the lip there. I don't know if you guys can see this too well, but it's definitely showing up for me. Let's see. Just say the pink. Well, there's a couple pinks. There's the purplish pink, I think it's called, or purplish red, I guess. And there's ultramarine pink. See, I know how to say that. But look, even in my color chart, I was like, yeah, it's the anthracite. I didn't know how to say it, so I was like, but yeah, there aren't a whole lot of pinks, but I think they're adding some more, so I'm just gonna have to get used to saying it. Maybe I should like Google, you know how like you can Google how to say stuff? Maybe I should do that for that one, so that I don't embarrass myself next time. Let's see. Oh, don't be sorry, Kenny. I know that you haven't been feeling well. There's nothing to apologize for, honey. You do whatever you want to, whatever you need to. There's no sorries needed. Yeah, you just enjoy yourself, relax, go get some rest. Okay, Lazi has the answer. Anthracwinoid. Anthracwinoid? Oh, that is not at all what I was saying. Wow. Alright, thanks, Lazi. Anthracwinoid. Sounds very weird. It must be a chemical name or something. Alright, so we have the edges of the mouth, which have this bluey glow to them, so I do want to add some more to that. Because right now we've got the dark of the lips, and then we've got like this like glow, but it's a little too bright, I think. Back to sharpening. This is a tight little spot, so it does need sharp pencils. So let's go for a new color. We're grabbing our 660 Cobalt Blue Hue. This is the middle cobalt blue hue. This is slightly darker than the one we were using before. So let's zoom back on in so you guys can see better. Take off the autofocus. There we go, that's good. Okay, so I'm just going to, in that blue area, add shadows. So it kind of ties the two together. So even though it's in a glowy spot, this corner of the mouth is still going to be fairly dark. And then again over here at the bottom of this lip, just adding in a little bit of that darker color. Now I'm going out of the mouth, just adding a little more right below, right under the lip there. Like that. Alright. Let's put a little in the corner of the mouth there too. So again, if the blue freaks you out, you can just skip it. I know it's a little weird. It's just something that I like to do. I'm also going to put this blue right under her nose here. I don't know, it just feels right to me. And I'm also, now I'm just moving around, sorry. Gonna add this blue right at the corner here of her eye. And actually also in her, on her eyelid, in that little crease there. I'm just deepening up some spots where I think that blue would be darker. Like so. I really like this color, so I'm also going to throw it. I know, please don't kill me, I'm jumping around a lot. I'm going to also add it into her eyes itself, so I'm just going to add a couple of these little star shapes flowing outward from the center, the black pupil, and into the iris. I'm just going to throw some of this color. It's just a little bit brighter than the color we put down before. Just a little bit soft extra touch there. Yep. Okay. Let's see. I'm just trying to look and see what else we may have missed. I know now her eyebrows seem wrong, and we really haven't finished her eyes yet either, but I'm a lot happier with having some of that filled in. At least now it doesn't look so funny. Now the thing that's bothering me is her eyebrows. And so this is what happens to me. I always, oh, take care, Louise. Thanks for coming. Oh, wait, there was, I missed something. Hold on, let me scroll back. Lozzie says, anthraquinone is a yellow crystalline. Okay. So yeah, why is it pink then? I don't know. Maybe a different variant of that chemical or that crystal. Anyway, that's funny. Maybe a mineral. Yeah. So yeah, what's bothering me is now she has like the eyes and the lips filled in a little bit, but now she doesn't really have any eyebrows. They're kind of getting lost. Because we haven't done anything to them yet. And if I recall, does anybody remember, does she have white hair? I think that's what they were voted on. Let me see if I can check my slips. I think we voted for white hair. of my little bits and bobs from our streams over here. Let's see. No, I don't know where I put it. Connie Polly. I think we decided on white hair. I think these extenders fit. Hold on, let me check. I have an extender. Oh, nope, it doesn't fit. Oh, I'll have to get... you might want to try a charcoal pencil extender. I think I have one laying around here somewhere. Usually the charcoal pencils are a little bit bigger. This one? I think this is a regular pencil extender too. Let's see. Yep. If I find my charcoal extender, I'll let you know. But yeah, if anybody else has an extender somewhere. Oh, okay, Shannon, no problem. Thanks, Kenny, for letting us know. I hope you guys have a great time. Okay. I think we voted on white hair. Does anybody remember? Yeah, I think it was white. Oh, okay. It should fit in there. Well, that's good. I'll check it later. Let's see. I think it was white hair. So for white hair, I'm going to... Oh, nice. The screw bit. Oh, I have the ones with the slidey bit. Mine are like this. So I think I need a different type, because it doesn't fit in there. I could, I guess, force it in there. But what I'll do is I'll see. I have another pencil extender somewhere. I think it's in my sketch kit. I'll see about that. Yeah, I think white hair is what we picked. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to use a gray for the shadows of the white hair and for the eyebrows. The eyebrows, I'm going to make it a little bit darker. I don't want her to have pure white eyebrows, just because I feel like it looks a little bit funny, and a lot of people have darker eyebrows than they do hair color. So I'm going to use this color here, which is, we've been using this for the whites, so it's Payne's Gray 60%. Or number 507. And what I'm going to do here is just follow along. In the drawing, I already gave you guys sort of the eyebrow shape, so I'm just going to follow along and add in some dark lines here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Again, I'm not really doing a finished thing right now. I just want to kind of get a sense of where everything is going. So now I'm going to rotate the book just to put the lines in a natural way for my wrist to go. And again, just kind of flicking upward, sorry, pencil dust, flicking upward and sort of in a curved line. And so I'm not pressing super hard because I don't want this to be so dark, but that already looks a lot better. Not so funny. And this color, what I'll do, just to give you guys a sense of it, we're not going to do the hair all today because I want to get back to the skin, but we're going to put this in the shadows of the hair. So I'll just put a little right here on the edges so you guys can kind of see where we're going with that. Like that. Alright, so I'm fairly happy now. What I'm doing is I'm developing the whole piece up all at once. So we did a big part of the skin, and then you know, now we swapped to the eyes and the mouth. the mouth and the eyes feel like they're getting there. They're not completely done, but at least they're not blank. And now I want to swap back to the skin. Now that we have context for everything, now I want to add in those final rich layers of you know, contrast and really blend the skin and make it feel finished. So let's see, what time do we have? How long have we been? Okay, so we've been streaming for an hour 40. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will work on the shadows. Let's see, what color do I want to use? I'm just looking at my set here. Let's grab my color chart. Burnt sienna 50% looks really good. Let's see about this. This is it right here. Yeah, let's try this. Alright, so I think for my shadows, I think we were using this before. Let's jump back to 866 Burnt Sienna 50%. And this is typically a very cool color, but I think it works really well for darker skin tones and also for moonlit type situations like this. So let's zoom in a little bit and straighten out the book. Sorry guys, I'm a mess today. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so let's start layering again. So what I'm going to do is for the dark areas of the face, I'm just going to start layering this color in. And what I want to do is just create as much contrast and depth as I think we want for the final finished drawing. Right, Ab? Abby, so funny. She's just hanging out. She settled down, guys, so that's good. Oh, take care, Patty. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for having us. Thanks for hanging out with us in your home. I hope you have a great weekend. Okay. So just a little bit of that in there. And this is the area where the light and the dark are kind of meeting. We've got that blue cast going on back there, so I'm sort of stopping at that line. Let's see, the shadow of the nose will be like here because the nose is getting, so what I'm doing here, sorry if I'm kind of talking to myself, I'm trying to figure out where the light source is coming from. It's coming from there, so the nose is going to cast a shadow here. So I'm just deepening up right under the nose. Like that. Yeah, have a great weekend, Patty. Alright, and then this part of the nose will be darker as well. For the same reason it's in shadow. So I'm just taking my time and kind of walking myself through. You know, we had a great foundation and now we're just going through and deepening up and richening certain shadows. So this corner of the nose, it's not as dark as I think it wants to be. Now this corner of the eye will be darker, so let's go ahead and do that. And now I'm using light layers, but my fingers are up closer to the front of the pencil. This is just for a more degree of control. What I'm doing is just sort of working in light layers in sort of a circular motion and trying to get into the crevices, the valleys of the paper now. And Just sort of working in a really easygoing way, not forcing it. Let's see, should I zoom in a little more? There we go. Okay. Sorry if I get quiet. It's just so meditative. I just sort of zone out and relax and enjoy it. I don't know why faces just have a way of just relaxing me so much. I love them. So, alright, so now I started at this hairline and I'm moving into the cheekbone area. We're going to definitely give her some more definition there. But again, really light layers. What I want to do is just build things up slowly over time. Really does allow you to have nice soft transitions between the lights and the darks, and also it kind of keeps you from going too far. It's really easy to do at this point because we've got so much pigment on the paper. It's really easy to just smash it down and call it done, but I feel like this is where it kind of gets like it's easy to go too far, because we do want her to have a pale color skin because she's the moon, so I imagine sort of like a silvery pale kind of pearly skin, if you will. No. Well, I'm glad, Lozzie. You know, it's funny because I find that coloring does a lot for me too, as far as calming me down, and just so easy to just get lost in it and just forget about everything else. I don't have to think about my deadlines or crazy stuff going on. Just sit with my color book and enjoy it. And I love hanging out with you guys because you guys keep me laughing and you definitely keep me on my toes, so that's good. So, and so what we'll do is I'm just going to focus now on the skin for the rest of this tutorial, and we may or may not finish today. I'm going to get as far along as possible, but we can pick this up again at another point. And this was part of the Ancient Cultures colorathon that I did with Vicky and Sammy and a bunch of other people. So all that information, if you want to catch the other streamers, I believe that should be in the description. So go ahead and check them out as well. They all did an amazing job. I think Emily was in there too, actually. I don't know if Emily's still here. So I'm just sort of fussing, looking at it. Yeah, Lozzie, it really can. It's amazing. It's great for everybody. I think everybody deserves to have that peace, and everybody should color. I think the world would be a happier place if we all just sat down and colored and didn't worry about the stuff. Less drama, less fighting. And imagine if people put in as much energy as they do into being mean to people as they would into coloring. How much more awesome coloring there would be in the world. It'd be awesome. I would love to see that. It's like whenever you're feeling grumpy, just go color. Don't take it out on someone else. Yeah, this is a good color because it's not too warm, but it's definitely a brown, so it's bringing in some of the brown into the shadows. But it's not the burnt sienna that I normally use. Burnt ochre. Sorry, this is the burnt sienna. So it's just working really beautifully with those purples. Yep. Yeah, that's right, Emily. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I still have to finish this one. It takes a while. I mean, you know, we can't possibly finish a page in one live stream. Not for like a 2-hour session anyway, or at least I can't. I know Dee Dee can, but I don't know how she does that. And Shannon can finish a page in like half an hour, so maybe I should take some tips from Shannon. But me, I'm like 10 sessions later, still working on it. Whoops. But the thing is like I take my time and I just enjoy it. I don't worry about if I'm slow or not. I feel like, you know, it's not a race. You know, there's no competition here. You know, it doesn't matter if I'm really slow or if I take forever. Because at the end of the day, it's all about if you have fun, if you enjoy yourself, you know, if you're expressing yourself and you know, feeling creative. I think that's what's important. Yeah. Oh, Shannon, no, I love your work. Gosh, if I could do what you did in the amount of time you did, I would be like, gosh, I'd be killing it. Shannon does a great job. Okay, so I think I also want to put some more color of like this in the eyelid here. This eyelid is very blank looking all of a sudden. There we go, it's getting there. And I'll put some other color right there where the shine is. Let's just jump around to a new spot. Okay, so it's coming together. Shannon. Yeah, Lozzie, I actually have a coloring page that has, I think it's 2.5 years old at this point, and I still haven't finished it. And it's funny because people are like, oh, at this point I'd abandon it, but no, I plan to finish it. It's just, you know how like you get stuck on something and you're not sure how it's going, and so I just take a break until it speaks to me again. But I look at it and I'm like, no, you're getting finished. I can show you guys if you want. It's a Tomislav Tomic piece that I actually mounted on canvas. And you can see me working on it a lot on my Instagram account. But I kind of don't like how the frame is going. And so I just decided to step back from it. Here, I'll go grab it. Where is it? It's over there. Hold on. So this is a 2.5-year-old piece. And, oh, excuse me, that was another canvas that I just knocked over. We're just being clumsy over here, me and Abby. So this piece is from Tomislav Tomic's Villain, and I mounted it on canvas. So this is like on a piece of canvas. Oh, sorry guys. And I don't really like how the frame is going. I put like metallic gold on it, but I feel like it's actually drawing too much attention from the main subject matter. So, you know, at this point I feel like, and I put some iridescent color on the dragon, like right through here, and you know, in the background here a little bit, and on her fairy wings there. But I don't know what I'm doing with the frame yet, so I've been just putting this one on hold, but I do plan to get back to it. It's just one of those things where since I haven't decided what I want to do to fix the frame, because I kind of want to make it wood, but then I kind of just want to make it like a more subdued gold and take off like make it like a matte gold and just make, I don't know what I'm doing. So anyway, there's a 2.5-year-old piece. But you know, it's one of those things where I don't want to just never finish it. Like, that's not my plan. So I will get back to that when I figure out what I'm doing with it. But I don't let a piece stress me out, and I don't force finishing it either. So there are coloring pages that I just have that are whips, and some of them I do abandon. I will admit I do have abandoned pages too, but most of them I finish. So some of them just take a long time, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You can take as long as you need. So yeah, so there's that one. That's the one that's been hanging out for, I think it's been 2.5 years. It's been ridiculous. But that's okay. Oh man, what are you gonna do? Oh no! I'm so sorry, Lozzie. Hi Chica, welcome. Hi Bridget. Sorry I missed you guys coming in. Oh, that's a shame, Lozzie. I hope she feels better. Okay, so let's see. I want to do some more dark shadows along this hairline like I've been doing up there. Right. And I was thinking about this earring being maybe a pearl. I thought that would be really good with the moon. But again, haven't decided yet, so we'll just leave it for now. Oh, you're welcome, Lozzie. Yeah, it's tough when friends and family are not well. I know how that is, so just hope that everything goes smooth and that she gets recovered well. You know, and I think a lot of people in the community deal with health problems, and you know, it's tough. It really is. But I think, you know, as long as we all help each other out, we all support each other, I think that's really the key there. I think Sammy was talking about that in one of her streams recently too. It's so true that, you know, the community is here for each other, so yeah. Hi Sue, welcome. So I'm just sort of jumping around and whatever calls out to me that needs to be darker, that's where I'm headed. So like right here, underneath this lower lip here, I feel like that needs to be darker. And also the chin. Now I'm avoiding that blue area. And the reason why is this is a brown and blue sort of cancel each other out and make mud. So if I want to darken up the blue area, I'll go with either a blue or a purple. Oh my gosh. That's insane. Yeah, I mean, even if they can't keep her in the hospital, maybe having like a healthcare worker coming in and checking on her every now and again. Because I know, like, my uncle, gosh, I have to go and check on him a lot because of his health problems. And he's in a wheelchair. But yeah, that's, wow. I hope that she recovers quickly and gets back on her feet soon and doesn't suffer too much sadness over this. I know it's really hard to be in bed. I tore my ACL a long time ago, and not being able to walk for a long time was really hard on me, being bedridden. So I can only imagine. Yeah, that's a shame. Aww. Well, she's lucky to have a friend like you, Lozzie. So what I'm doing now is I'm just working in the bottom part of the face here. This is going to fall into the shadows because of just, you know, the light is catching on that cheekbone, and as the light falls away from the form, you're going to get less and less brightness on it. So I'm just gently working my way down the face from below the cheekbone all the way to the chin here. We're going to add in some of this color, but I work in really light layers, and I just sort of gently flow it through there until it looks right. And there's really no set formula for this. I just sort of work it until it feels right to me. I know that's not super helpful, but the good tip though is to check your work every once in a while. Take a look, you know, just take a minute and look at it and see what's going on, you know, and you know, if there's something that shouts out to you, then go ahead and go right for that. Alright, I'm sorry I'm quiet. I just, you know how you just get caught up in it. Aw, thanks guys. Yeah, Lozzie, you're with great people here. Everybody is so sweet here. Thank you, Lulu. Thanks, Christina. You guys are the best. Okay. So let's see here. I'm just taking a look. Let's see how far we can get. So you'd think because she's got really pale skin, I wouldn't put this many layers of darkness on her, but no matter what skin tone you are, you have lights and darks in your skin. So fair skin has dark parts and light skin has dark parts. I mean, dark skin has light parts. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. There's highlights and shadows. I'm really pasty pale, but you can see there's, you know, dark shadows on my skin too. And so, you know, we don't have to, just because she's pale doesn't mean we have to not put shadow on her skin. So, it's just something I've learned from looking at people, observing people. Okay. So I really like how this is going, but I feel like right in around here is a little too light still. So let me just throw in another layer of this color, and then I think I might switch. And work in the highlights a little bit more. Thank you, Ozzy. Yeah, she's fairly glowy. We're going to tone down some, like the white of the paper won't be white, because even if she's super pale, again, like we gotta put a little color down. So you'll see I will add some more color. I think we're actually going to do that pretty soon, and then we might jump to the blue side of the face. Let's do that actually instead of just talking about it. Let me just check my color chart real quick. Let's see. Yeah, I like the burnt sienna 10%. I think that's what we're going to do with that. Let's sharpen this little guy. And I will jump to a new color. So fancy. Okay, we've got 862 burnt sienna 10%. Oh, hello. My neighbors are banging on the walls. That's fun. Maybe hanging something up. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it. Let's zoom in a little bit. And, okay, so what I want to do here, I'm actually going to start on the neck and make sure that this feels like the right color before I go on the face with it. Because once I put this on the face, it's going to be kind of hard to take it off. Yeah, I think that's right. So again, instead of using my usual burnt ochres, I'm using the burnt sienna. It's just a nice cool brown. It's a little bit on the purpley side, if you will, of the browns. So it works really well for this situation, for the light source. And I have my pencil fairly sharp. It's getting down into the valleys of the paper now. Yeah, I think I like that. That's exciting. I picked the right color! Yay! Alright, so that's exciting because now I feel like I can go into the face, but let's just finish off what we're doing here. I love necks because they are like a playground. They're not as serious as the faces, and they're usually darker, so they really allow you to kind of test things out before you go crazy on the face. Just working through the light bits. Kenny, I thought you were gone. Hello, sweetheart. Tell your daughter we said hello. Thank you, lady. Okay. Shannon. Did he say bollocks? Or cod swallowed? I bet he said cod swallowed. And then he walked out of the room. Poor Brian. Poor fella. He doesn't know what to do with it. Do with this anymore. Don't be scared of the book, Connie. Why are you scared? Oh, don't be scared. No, guys, like, I'm just here to hang out and to show you how I do stuff, but there's no right or wrong way to color my book, and I don't want anybody to be scared of it. That's the last thing that you should feel. You know, Connie, you color beautifully, and no matter what anybody's skill level is, I've said this before and I'll say it as much as I need to, it's all about having fun, guys. I mean, you should never compare yourself to anybody else. You should never worry about what other people are going to think about your coloring. You should just do it for you and for enjoying yourself. And, you know, Connie, you have beautiful, beautiful coloring. You should not be concerned at all or scared about coloring a book, especially not mine. You know I'm going to love anything you do, silly goose. So, Sammy's dying. With the cod swallow? Or the bollocks? Oh man, my camera, I just noticed, has put the Logitech thing back on it. I hate it when they do that. Let me see if I can turn that off. I just noticed it here. Sorry guys, hold on. My camera, thing updated. Here we go, advanced settings. Let's see. Nope, not there. It used to allow me to turn off that little, boom, there we go. You know, I hate it when they do that. It's like, I know I have your camera, but I don't need your branding on it. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I just noticed it. Shannon. Shannon. That's so funny. You guys shouldn't be scared though. You guys are funny. Don't be scared. And you know, if you need to, you can always copy the book if you feel like you want to practice. But you know, for me, it's all about having fun, enjoying ourselves, and just, you know, not worrying about what other people think. Like, if you color my book and you are happy with it and you have a good time, it shouldn't matter what anybody else says about it. You should, you know, enjoy yourself and have fun, and don't worry about being judgy. Like, don't judge yourself. I'm not going to judge you. There was this one little girl, and I've told this story before, and I'm probably going to tell it again. there's this one little girl who lives down the street from me, and she's a neighbor, and her dad is actually a friend of Mark's from high school. And when I they found out I had a coloring book. I think Mark told him or something. I don't even know. Anyway, the little girl has my book, and she came up to me one day. I was getting out of my car. I think I had groceries or something, and she goes, Laura, wait, because I was like headed towards the house, and so I stopped and I put my groceries back in the car, and I was like, what's going on? And she came over to me and she's like, look, I finished your book. I mean, she had finished my book. She had done every single page. And just the look on her face and how happy she was, it didn't even matter to me what she showed me was awesome, but, especially for an 8-year-old little girl, but like, it didn't even matter to me what the pages looked like. It was just the fact that she was so happy and enjoyed herself so much that she couldn't wait to show me I was like crying. I was crying right there on the side of the street, just like broke down into tears, like freaking out because this little girl had gotten so much enjoyment out of my book that she just finished every page, and you could just tell that she had fun, like looking at the pages. She used a lot of colors and they were really cute, and so even now I'm like tearing up because I think it's just the whole, like, I made her happy. Like that's the point of me making coloring pages. It's not how good we are. It's not, if we're the best out there. Like when I'm coloring, I'm not comparing myself to anybody else. I'm just there to have a fun time and to enjoy myself. And if you guys learn a little bit from me on my channel, then I'm really excited about that because, I'm always happy to teach and to share what I know. I mean, I'm not the best out there, but it doesn't matter. Like, again, we're just all learning together. So, when she came to me and she was so excited and happy to show me her work, I wasn't sitting there going, well, that's not very, that doesn't even cross my mind. I'm just so happy that other people are happy. So you guys should not, like, don't think about me not liking your work. If you're coloring my book and you're enjoying yourself, then I'm going to be so excited about that and so happy. And I really mean it. I'm not just like saying that to say it. I mean it. Like, every time somebody colors one of my pages, I still like do a happy dance. I get all excited. Like, Mark knows. I show Mark every single one of you people who color my book. I don't mean to say you people like that, but I mean every single person who colors my book. I'm like, Mom, you had to look at this. She's like, okay, Laura. Like, I get so excited that I show everybody, and like Mark and my friends and stuff, like in real life, like they're probably all sick of me showing your pages, but I never get tired of it, and never ever. It's not about like how good they are or whatever. It's just the fact that we had a collaboration, that we had fun together. Like, I had fun drawing it, and somebody had fun coloring it, and like, that, to me, that's what coloring is all about. So, yeah, please do not be scared of my book. It's not going to bite you. It is not one of those books from Harry Potter that has the teeth. You know the one I'm talking about. I can't remember the name, but oh. Yeah, exactly, Mona. And if you looked at her work, like, I'm just being real, being facts here. If you looked at her work, it's not skilled. Like, it's not skilled. It's a little girl, and she's just using markers and like Crayola pencils on the paper, and she doesn't. I mean, she's 8 years old, so you can expect So, but the thing is like, that's not what crossed my mind. The first thing that I thought of was, oh my gosh, look at how happy she is, and I'm so. Like, look at the look on her face. Like, it immediately brought me to tears. So, like, yeah, you guys should not at all worry about that. And it was funny because she goes, do you have another coloring book? And I was like, oh man, I better get to work. She's like, I'm done all of them. So I gave her some more of my pages that I have in my Etsy shop. Like I just gave them to her because she was just so cute. But yeah, I need to finish the project I'm working on really quick. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny. I mean, it's all true. And what's funny is like for Christmas this year, I asked her dad, I was like, you know, would you mind if I give your daughter a gift for Christmas? You know, I don't typically do that. Like I don't just give like people I hardly know gifts, but because she was so sweet to me, I was like, you know, do you mind if I give her a gift? And he's like, no, what do you want to give her? And I was like, well, I want to give her some Prismacolors. They're the pencils that I use. And he was like, oh my gosh, she's going to flip out. Because apparently after she stopped coloring my book, she started drawing her own drawings. So he was like, oh, she's going to love that. So I gave her a set, the 48 set of Prismacolors for Christmas. And he said that she cried when she opened it. She's like, I've always wanted these pencils and all this. So like, hopefully she shows me some of her drawings or whatever she's working on with them. So yeah, but in any case, that's just random stories. It's so funny. Oh, am I going too slow, Lozzie? Oh no. Yeah, we should be there, Shannon. I mean, whenever I'm coloring, I'm back in that time in my life as I feel like a little kid when I'm coloring. Like we should be there. When we color, we should really feel like nothing matters. Let's just have some fun. Like doesn't matter how good you are, it doesn't matter how, you know, if it comes out well or not. What matters is in the moment, are you having a good time? And for me, you know, there's been pages where it doesn't come out how I really wanted it to. I mean, even recently. But that doesn't deter me from having a good time or enjoying myself. Because in the end of the day, like, I know I'm learning stuff and getting better. So, you know, if you're not perfect every page, like, we're human beings, you know, we're not going to be perfect. So, please don't let that bother you. Just enjoy yourself. Because that's really what it's all about, right? Oh, chop chop with the coloring book. Yeah. Yeah. I'm working on it. Don't worry. There's something happening. I mean, I'm not going to say anything more about that, but yeah, we're getting there. We're going to do something. Something is happening this year. I'll say that. But yeah, I hope she's a little artist in the making. I would love to see her drawing her own drawings. But even if not, even if she just colors, that's totally okay too. There's nothing wrong with coloring for sure. So we'll see what happens. But I just love to encourage young artists to continue to do their thing, because I was very lucky that my mom encouraged me. She was always really supportive. She always like made sure that I had, you know, plenty of printer paper, and I used Crayola crayons when I was a kid, or Crayola colored pencils. I actually have my old set. Oh, I was going to show you guys. Let me show you. So I found so I've been, okay, I'm going to take a quick break from this for a second. So in my cleaning up my studio chore, I found my really, really old pencils. And I don't know why I did not throw them away or get rid of them. This is in a big case. Hold on, let me flip to where they are. Yeah, here, let me just take it out of the case since it's one of these thingies. So look at this! Guys, these are like vintage 1980s Crayola pencils. So this was my set when I started out when I was a little girl. I only had this many pencils, and this was like amazing to me. But these are the old ones. They actually, I think they say I mean, you can just tell that they're the old ones. I can pull out the new set just to compare them, but they're really, really old. Rabbit trail! Alright, here's my hard lunchbox. So, here's the new pencils. I have one here. Let's see if I can pull out the same color. What is this? Light blue? Here, okay, so here's the same color in a, I think I bought these, what, a year ago? So here is the old Crayola. You can see the, here, let me take it out of autofocus, let's see. So the old Crayola pencil, the brand name is a lot bigger, and they've got the light blue, like that. Oh, let's see. There we go. And then the new pencil, the brand name is totally different. And then they've got the light blue, and then they've got the translation, so they've got the Spanish and the French. Isn't that crazy? And look at the numbers. So this was the number back in the day, C7B, and now look at where we're at. 1337 FP. So look at how old that is. Isn't that crazy? I found my old pencils. And you can tell the wood is a nicer wood. And the color is just about the same, so. Anyway, I found my old pencils. I just thought I'd share. Why not? Now hold them in my wrinkled hand. Oh, it's so funny, isn't it though? I was like, are they the same quality? Let me try them out actually. I'll use the same color. Let's see. I will do a test for you guys right now. Let's grab a piece of scrap. Let's see what happens here with this. And why is it dark all of a sudden? Hold on, let me brighten it up. There we go. Okay, so the old one, I haven't sharpened these, so I don't know if they're needing to be sharpened. You know how they actually feels really nice. And then a new one. Well, I have to say, actually, for the same color, the new one is laying down more pigment. But maybe that's because of this hasn't been sharpened in like 20 years, so let me sharpen it and see if maybe it's just like the wax coating on the outside of the pencil, of course. Sorry guys, hold on. It's so old it broke. Let me just get the bit out. There we go. See, it broke. So let me try that again. It's been so long. It's been so long. Let's see if a fresh point on this guy. There we go. Let's see if that'll make a difference. Oh yeah, it did. So actually, they feel wow. So I don't know. I think it's a different color, which is interesting. It's not the same pigment. Let me sharpen the new one just to get a nice sharp point. Try this again. Yeah, it's a different color. So the same color name is a different pigment. I don't know if you guys can see. This one is just a... Oh man, is it gonna focus? So this one has more green blue in it, and this one is more like a periwinkle, like a purpley blue. But I have to say that the laydown of the pencil feels very much the same. So it feels like the same amount of wax per pigment ratio, but it's like they used a different pigment back then that they do now. And actually you can see that in the tip too. That they're slightly different colors. But they're the same color name. Light blue and light blue. So somewhere along the line they must have changed the pigment itself. So that's interesting. But yeah, I mean, they feel just about the same. You cannot watch. Oh, don't worry about it, guys. I mean, the pencils are meant to be used. You guys are so funny. You're like dying over there. But I mean, it's funny because as a little kid, I kept them pretty sharp, actually. But I feel like I saved them all these years, and I wasn't really a pencil artist, but then now I'm like looking at them and I'm like, you know, I should use these in a piece sometime and just have fun and feel like I was a little kid again. So it's back in the case. Shannon. Oh my gosh, you are so funny. So anyway, now I have the bigger set of 100 Crayolas. But there's something about those old pencils that is just so funny, so nostalgic. And look, I've got my skin tones. Look at how old they are. That, like, I kept them. Okay, you, Shannon, you're gonna cringe. When I found these, they were in a pencil bag. You know those old, like, Trapper Keeper pencil bags that you would stick in your 3-ring binder? And they were all just like jostling around, and they were with a whole bunch of other things. So that's why they're dirty, and some of them are a little cracked. It's because they were just stored that way for so long and thrown probably in box after box as I moved throughout my life. So at least now they're safe in a case and won't be treated that way anymore. But yeah. Get those secret recipes. So yeah, there's a trip down memory lane for you. Anyway, we'll go back to our moon lady. Get those secret recipes. You're so funny. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's so fun hanging out with you. Okay, I'm glad that I can share that. And like, my mom would probably be like, yeah, those are your old Crayolas. Like, she wouldn't even bat an eye or care. But you guys are like, oh my gosh, they're treasures. Yeah, you do totally get it. So anyway, let's zoom back on in and keep going with this. Diverted enough time down that rabbit trail. So we're using, let's see if this will focus. We're using 862 burnt sienna 10%. This is what we were using before, but we took a little detour there, so I figured I'd just call it out again. I put them to the side here, Shannon, but I will zip them up when I'm done the stream. I'm like killing Shannon over here. I'm really sorry. You could just go take a minute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, Shannon. Poor Shannon. They're really like a set of, I think it was 24 Crayola colored pencils, and I don't even have all 24 of them anymore. I think some of them are missing. So yeah, and I did find my old I have some other vintage pencils that I found that are in a different case, and I'll probably actually be using those because they're nicer quality. They're the Faber-Castell Spectracolor. Those are the ones that my mom used to use, and then also I have the colorific, and I have some walnut hollow from a recent Etsy seller. So I have some other vintage pencils which are really nice, which I might use as well. So I might do a vintage pencil coloring day. No, they're not laying on the floor. They're laying on the I have two desks. They're in an L shape, and the other desk has the other pencils on it. So don't worry, they're on a desk. You are so funny. Yeah, because there's not 24. You guys. Lost me. They're not going in bubble wrap. You guys crack me up. You're so funny. Oh my goodness. You're so funny. No, I believe that those vintage materials are meant to be used and loved, so I will probably use them. I probably won't use them until they're gone. I'll probably save the little ends, but I do plan on using them. I think they came back to me for a reason. So speaking of bubble wrap and shipping things, let me take a quick break actually, because you guys are having fits over here. So let's calm Shannon down and give her something to do. So I'm going to zoom out really quick, and we are going to do a surprise giveaway with some of my favorite people. So Shannon, focus. We're gonna herd cats now, okay? Yeah, Pamela. Yeah, I have the old barrel Prismacolors as well, but I don't play with those as much. But I didn't buy them. They're old pencils from back when my mom and I used to use them. So, but that's awesome that you found them for $10. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we have a giveaway. I have one more sticker to give away, and then I think I'm gonna put these in my Etsy shop. So, if you've already won one of these, then just please don't enter the giveaway. But I have these stickers. They are just about 3 inches, and they're like die cut, so they're cut out. So I will send this anywhere internationally. Let me see. I have this new fancy dancy thing. So I'm going to read the giveaway rules. Let's put that up. So please, no talking during the giveaway. Pick a number 1 to 100. Only one number. Don't retract or give extra numbers. The winner will be chosen at random, and the number closest to the winning number without going over wins. Don't forget to email me at the end to collect your prize. I'll need your mailing address. So that is the giveaway rules, and that was fun to test that out. I'm trying new fancy things. Sammy and I were talking about that. It worked, Sammy. Oh, you guys need a minute? You're ready to herd cats? So funny. You made it in time, Tammy. Are you ready? Are you ready, Sammy? I'm waiting for Sammy. Yes, watch chat. Because there is a delay. Okay, Christina is ready. Yes, I tested it out, Sammy. It worked. So if you have any trouble, Sammy's planning on doing one of those too. So we're getting all fancy. Okay, are you guys ready? I need to get my phone. Oh, it's charged. I can take it off the charger. Hi, Tammy. Awesome. You're just in time for a giveaway. Are you ready, Sammy? Just waiting for my mods. boop, boop. Okay, Dorothy's ready. Okay, Shannon is ready. Sammy's ready. Okay, guys, are you ready? Go! And I'm going to put the timer for 2 minutes. That's 2 minutes, not 20 minutes. That would be crazy. Okay, so I set the timer for 2 minutes, and we will do the random.org. I'll bring that up while we're waiting for numbers to call. You guys are great. Alright, we've got numbers. It's so fun to be here with you guys. I'm just saying while we're waiting. You guys are awesome. I always have so much fun with you. So these giveaways were actually a way for me to test out shipping and test out like how to send them. So it seems like things are working pretty well. But I wanted to just do one more, and then I think I'll put it on my Etsy shop, like a limited edition kind of thing. Let's see here. Okay, we have 40 more seconds to go. So get in your number if you haven't yet. I should do a timer. I should figure out a way to put a timer up. That would be cool. I'm gonna get super fancy, Sammy. Like put a timer on the screen. Ah! Alright, timer is off, so we'll say stop. Alright, that's cool, and now let's generate a number. So we have 79, so the number closest to 79 without going over is the winner. Oh, Sammy. You're funny. Alright, 79. Who is closest without going over? 79. Looking. 60. Let's see. I think it might be Christina. I think so. Can I get... Oh, okay, Kenny said Christina. Sammy said Christina. Shannon. Alright, so Christina, I already have your address, so I will send this off to you later today. Thank you all for... Thank you all for entering. And you give yours to Sammy. You're so funny. It's because I already sent Christina one. But oh, you guys are funny. Alright. Well, we'll work that out later after the stream is over. You guys are so funny. Okay. Alright. Let's zoom back in and keep going. And I think what we're going to do is... Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. I put the autofocus off by accident. There we go. Alright. So let's zoom back on in. Let's keep going on this and see how far we can get for today. We've been on for almost 3 hours. You guys are great. We'll hash it out after the stream is over. You guys are so funny. Alright, and so I'm still using 862 burnt sienna 10%. That's what we've been using before. We're just going to pick that pencil back up because I think it's working really nicely. And I'm back down here on the neck, but let's move back up to, oh nice, you got some sale stuff, huh, Tammy? Oh, it's already worked out. Sammy gets it. Okay. All right. Let's move back up here. So now what I'm doing is I'm just layering this lighter color over the darker colors. Now I'm not pressing super hard, but just because we have so much pigment down on that paper already, it's starting to blend it all together. And let's put some of this in the ear here. You guys are so cute. It's so sweet, you guys. Alright. So we may not finish this today, but let's get as close as we can to finishing. I think we'll save the blue areas for the next stream. But at least getting in the areas where the light is kind of coming into touch with. Let's do that. Okay. You guys are all so sweet to each other. Oh, I love you guys. So fun. So what I'm doing is just layering. This is a fairly light color. I'm layering it over the darker areas. And it's not adding a whole lot of extra darkness to the page, but it is starting to sort of blend it all together and make it feel like finished. Kind of, I'm not burnishing, so it's not mashing the paper tooth into the, I still have paper tooth going on, but it's because it's a lighter color, and I am using a little bit more pressure, not a lot, but it's just, I think, just kind of blending it all together. It's really hard to describe. Sorry guys. It's an interesting thing though, and I love using lighter colors, not white necessarily, although sometimes I use white, but I love using lighter colors to blend and finish off these shadow areas. I just feel like it really just mooshes it. Aw, you guys are so cute, hugging each other. Alright, so we only have a little bit of white left on the paper. So what I'm going to do is just gently start working into the whites of the paper. And I don't want there to be a whole lot of white left on the paper. It's going to mostly be the skin tone. The highlight, even though we want her to glow, will not be so bright because, again, we're at night, right? So there's a lot of darkness happening. So let's just gently work our way from the shadow areas into the light areas. And I'm using really light pressure and just laying down just a little bit of that color. But the thing is about this is I don't want there to feel, I don't want her to feel like she's in bright daylight. So that's why I'm getting rid of all the white of the paper. Sometimes I do leave a little bit of white highlight for shine. But since this is like a nighttime, outer spacey kind of theme, and there's still plenty of highlight there, but it's just softening it. Now there is a bit of white here on her nose. I'm going to do the same thing here, where I just work into the shadows and then also gently work myself right on into that highlight. So it doesn't need to be that bright. And then again up here as well, we've got a lot of white of the paper up here on her forehead. So I'm just going to work myself over there. Oh my goodness, I look over and the chat is just a whole bunch of emojis. Oh! Well, I'm just happy to see everybody happy. Oh man, that's so funny. Okay, so we are just gently layering, now going over all the white of the paper, and I am using a broad back and forth stroke here, but you'll notice that I'm barely touching the paper, so this is just really laying on really soft. Just a little soft layer just to kind of bring it all together. All right. Oh, thank you, Lozzie. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it's not quite finished yet. We still have some work to do. But I think we're getting a lot closer to being done the skin. So I think next time we will do the finishing touches. And that includes the areas of blue and just any other odds and ends that we might have missed from this session. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up here soon, but you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me and chatting with me. I feel like it's always so much fun. I never know what to expect. There's always something happening that we'd never planned for, like the Abbey bookshelf disaster. But in general, it's just so much fun hanging out with you guys and being a part of these live streams and learning from you guys and hanging out. So, yeah. So this is where we got to. I'm going to do a quick shout out before we go, just because I love everybody here, and I'm just so happy to have you guys hanging out with me. So I'm going to do a quick shout out. Thank you to Shannon, Kenny, Sammy, and Christina, my mods today. You guys are always amazing, and I really appreciate all the hard work you guys do for us here on the channel, so thank you. And then we have Mona, Yvette, Lazi, Tammy. I'm gonna start scrolling. We have, who else is here? We've got Sue came. Hello, Sue. Thanks for coming. And we have, let's see, we've got Lulu, Heather, Leah, Lozzie, Mona, Pamela, Chica, Sue, Dorothy, Azure Muse. Sorry, I missed you, Azure. Thanks for coming. Susan, Cassandra, Leah. So, let's see who else popped in. Emily, thanks for coming. Who else? Connie. Connie, you do beautiful work. Do not be afraid. We had Pamela here. I'm just reading through you guys' chat now. You guys are hilarious. Oh my goodness. I think that's about it for, I've scrolled up really far. So, anyway, thank you. Oh, Miki, thank you for coming as well. And Bridget. Oh, thank you guys. I really love hanging out with you. So, yeah. Alright, guys. Well, I will see you back here on Tuesday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my time, so you might need to convert for your time zone for the next installment of our Kirby Roseanne's Clockworks in Space page. So that'll be fun. We were working on brass, and I think next time we're going to be going to silver, so that'll be fun. So hopefully I'll see you guys there as well. And yeah, have a good night. If you're in the UK, I hope you have a wonderful, magical time coloring. Bye.